sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Trella. We'll talk Browns and, actually, Cavs and NBA basketball because we've got some breaking news. Browns and NFL football, Tribe and Major League Baseball. We'll get to the breaking news with the Cavs in just a moment, but first, here is today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What team holds the record for the most consecutive NBA titles? I'll have the answer later in the broadcast. Well, we have some breaking news with the Cavs right off the bat. The Cavs have a new head coach. The Cavs have hired former Michigan head coach John Beilein as their new head coach. They announced the hire of Beilein on today. Beilein has signed a 5-year contract with the Cavs. This is the first time that Beilein, who is age 66, will be coaching in the NBA, whether it's as a player or a coach. Now, keep in mind, Beilein is 66 years old, as I just mentioned, and taking over as the head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, as the Cleveland Cavaliers head coach. Beilein has quite a lengthy coaching career that led him to Cleveland. He was a high school basketball coach at Newfane High School in northwestern New York from 1975 to 1978. Then Beilein coached the varsity basketball team at Erie Community College in Buffalo from 1978 to 1982. Then he went from community college to Division III and then Division II. He moved up to Division III at Nazareth University in Rochester in 1982 for 1 year, and then moved up to Division II with Lemoyne in Syracuse, coaching the Dolphins from 1983 to 1992. Beilein made one NCAA championship Division II appearance in 1988, and then Beilein, and then he was also from then he was at another place actually from 92, and then he was actually also with Syracuse from 92 to 96 as well, and then he was and then in 97 he left, and it was with West Virginia and then he was with I think it was, and then in 2002 he was with West Virginia, and then Michigan came along in 2007. He won one NCAA championship with Michigan in 2013. Lost his second one though with Michigan in 2018, and then now he's the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, one source says this is not good news because we're already in trouble because we don't have LeBron. But I mean, this coach is from up north in Michigan, and he knows how to win, and I think he's going to do really good with the Cavs. And I really think he's going to have some quality players, but I think there's going to be another one of those years where we are rebuilding again. And the NBA draft lottery opens tomorrow. And what do you think the chances are of the Cavs having the number one lottery draft pick and getting Zyler Williamson? Let me know what you think. I want to know what your opinions are. Leave me a thought on my discussion page, on my Scott Sports 101 discussion page on my YouTube channel, or go to my website, scottsports101@gmail.com. Let me know what you think. I want to know your opinions. Well, turning to the Browns news, our long national nightmare is over. Odell Beckham Jr. has returned to Cleveland. Well, technically, he returned to the headquarters in Berea on Monday, which is today, befitting a team built for the social media age. Beckham was spotted in the locker room at the team's facility during a live Instagram video posted by wide receiver Antonio Callaway. It is the first time that Beckham has been spotted at the team HQ since his introductory press conference on April 1st. That absence during the early stages of the off-season workout programs has caused a fair amount of uh, uh, Agita for some, but it is also a part of the modern NFL where players can skip the voluntary portion of their workouts. So that's very true what I just mentioned. They can skip it, and it's not mandatory right now. The Browns are back in the start of the organized team activities. A series of 10 practices over over a 3-week period, where players go against each other in drills without pads or contact. The first OTA sessions run through Tuesday and Thursday of this week, with Wednesday's session being open to the media. If Beckham is not spotted on the field that day, the panic meter in some corners of Brownstown will ratchet up even higher. Of course, this week's OTA sessions, as well as the ones that will take place on May 21st and 23rd, and May 28th and 31st, are all voluntary per the league's collective bargaining agreement with the players union. So if Beckham does not want to work out with the team, there continues to be nothing that General Manager John Dorsey or Head Coach Freddie Kitchens can do about it. And that is very true right there. And hopefully, after the OTAs come to completion, the Browns will hold a mandatory minicamp from June 4th through June 6th. Beckham will most certainly be there for the final team activities before the start of training camp later in the summer. So you can bet he's going to be there for the final activities before the Browns training camp gets underway in July. So, the Warriors and the Trailblazers get underway in the Eastern Conference Finals tomorrow, and the Raptors and the Bucks the Western Conference Final tomorrow, and the Bucks and Raptors get underway in the Eastern Conference Final on Wednesday. Game one for the Western one is at 9 on tomorrow and 8:30 on Wednesday for the Bucks and Raptors. And I am going Golden State and Toronto for the NBA Finals. And we'll get to the Tribe in just a moment. But first, it is now time for the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. What team holds the record for most consecutive NBA titles? And if you said the Boston Celtics, you are correct. The Boston Celtics hold the longest consecutive NBA Finals appearance streak with 10 appearances between 1957 and 1966. During this streak, the Celtics won 8 consecutive NBA championships and also an NBA record. And I'll have another trivia question on my next podcast, so stay tuned for that. We'll get to the Tribe in just a sec, but I want to take an opportunity to plug once again for all my subscribers and friends in Cleveland that I'm with the Notoriety Show Choir of Solon, which is an adult community show choir, and we have our big spring show coming up on June 13th, 14th, and 15th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it's a no-theme show, so any song goes, and it's entitled We Sing, We Dream. And it is June 13th, 14th, and 15th. Thursday and Friday shows are at 7 p.m., and the June 15th Saturday show is a matinee at 2 p.m. And it's at Solon High School in the auditorium, 33600 Inwood Road, Solon, Ohio, 44139. And tickets are $10 pre-sale, $12 at the door, and $5 for children. And it's a great show. You're going to have a lot of great crawl numbers, great smolos. It's going to be full set, full script and all. And it's going to be a great show. You're going to be in for a big treat. And for tickets or more information, you can call 216-513-3361 or email and go to our website, notorietyshowchoir@gmail.com, and group rates are available. But it's a great show. We Sing, We Dream, Notoriety Show Choir of Solon, June 13th, 14th, and 15th, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Thursday, Friday at 7 p.m., Saturday matinee at 2 p.m. So come on out and see us. And I do have a solo, Uptown Girls by Billy Joel. So come on out and see us, all my friends in Cleveland. We Sing, We Dream, Notoriety Show Choir of Solon, Spring Show. That's all I needed just to plug that. And The Tribe is down 3-2 against the Chicago White Sox in the top of the 6th inning at Guaranteed Field in Chicago, beginning this 3-game series with them. Shane Bieber on the hill for the Tribe tonight, and the Tribe is up to bat right now, and we'll see if the Tribe can hold on, can come from behind and get the win in Chicago tonight. We'll see. Let's do it, boys. Getting back to John Beilein being hired for the Cavs, I thought he was a great college coach and he was a great high school coach. This is his first time coaching in the NBA, and it's going to be a challenge for him. And I feel he's going to be a good coach, and I think we will in a couple of years get back to the playoffs with him. So I really feel he's going to be a great coach, and we'll see what happens this season. And so let's welcome John Beilein to Cleveland, even though allows us to say it's going either way, where it's not good news and where it is good news, but we'll see. Well, that's just about going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. I'll be back with another podcast on Wednesday, but until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.